Today I got a total of 2 comic book mystery boxes to open up on this YouTube channel. I have one here from the company That Spider-Man Booth, which is a $30 mystery box with like 8 comics in it, 6 comics in it. I never can remember. That Spider-Man Booth mystery box. And then here we have a Torpedo Comics Boom mystery box that is supposed to contain like 1 comic from this guy here. His name's Steve, from his personal collection. These were 50 bucks a piece, and almost every box comes with an autographed comic book and you know, like an older one, Silver Age, maybe, you know, Bronzy era. So we'll do this one second though, because that one, I think I have better hopes for this one, just because you have a chance at some pretty big comic books. It is still factory sealed. Every boom box came with a factory tamper-proof seal on it. So the contents are a total mystery. So here we go with That Spider-Man Booth, $30 mystery box. So if you like variant covers, That Spider-Man Booth is for you. So if you get this box, you better hope that you love variant covers. So the front of the box says, "I feel like Peter Parker," and there's the back of it. So yeah, every single time that they do mystery boxes, they do have a grand prize, which sometimes can be like a Spider-Man 129, Spider-Man 300, Spider-Man 101, something like that. From time to time, they do some pretty big comics, but they might sell, you know, 200 boxes. Only 1 box has a big hit. The rest will have a lot of variant covers, you know, but you always get more than what you pay for this box. That guaranteed every single time. So usually the best hits are on the bottom of the box. So we'll go from the top to the bottom. And this actually has 1, 2, 3, 5 in it. There's 5 comics in this. You ready? So first one on top. I'm going to try to kind of hide so I can't see the next one whenever I'm doing the next one. There. First one right on top. That Spider-Man Booth usually puts like a price tag in the corner of all the comics that are worth anything. This is Justice League America Rebirth, #1. Kind of black and white sketch cover. Yeah, pretty cool cover. Not worth very much though. That's pretty much, you know, worth, you know, cover price. Next one. We have Venom #20 variant edition. On the cover we've got Venom and Carnage. Really cool cover though. It says it's worth about 15 bucks. That's probably like a 1 in 15 variant, like a, you know, 1 in 10 variant. So yeah, pretty cool cover though. Venom #20. Take it, not bad. Next one. We have Deathstroke #37. That is a wicked cool cover. Wow. Wicked cool cover. That's probably one of the coolest covers I've seen this year so far. Not worth anything. I mean, it's pretty much just worth like cover price, but that's a really cool cover to that book. Deathstroke, who is the original Deadpool. Deadpool is pretty much ripped off of Deathstroke. Pretty much. Next one. We have The Amazing Mary Jane #1 variant edition. Okay, so worth about 15 bucks. So we got another variant, and here is the last comic in this box. This one feels much thicker. We have Suicide Squad #1. It says worth about $15. So yeah, so like I said, with this comic book mystery box, you better be a fan of variant covers, because most of your comics will be variant covers. But I mean, for 30 bucks, it's a lot of really nice books for 30 bucks. So I'm not complaining whatsoever about the contents of that box. I'm happy with it. So here we go with the Torpedo Comics Boom comic book mystery box. 50 bucks. So I don't know how many of that they sold, but there's always some pretty big hits in these boxes. I've seen a few people hit some comics worth, you know, a couple $100. So there are some boxes out there that have some comics in it that's worth, you know, 4, 5, maybe more times what you paid. So here we go. Break the seal. And if I remember correctly, there is like paper in this, hiding, yep, there's paper in it. And past boxes, what Torpedo Comics does is they actually, like the main top hit, they'll take a picture, like a Polaroid of it, they'll tape the Polaroid to the top of your box here, and then you contact them and claim it by the Polaroid. I don't know if they did this also for these boom boxes or not, but I think for the Vault 2.0, that's how they did it. These, I don't know, that's what they did. But in past boxes, if there's no Polaroid here, you automatically know you did not get any like huge monster hit. I don't know if they did that this time or not. I'm not too sure if they did the same way. And it's bubble wrapped. Lots of protection on these. They pack these really, really well. It's a lot of packing material, but it's not hard to open up though. A lot of people like to pack the comics with a whole bunch of tape. Taping up everywhere, and that makes it hard to open up. You don't have to use a whole lot of tape whenever you pack comics. Just safely package them like what Torpedo Comics does. That's all you need. So we'll go from the back to the front for these. So I do know this, the back comic is pretty much the least valuable, all the way up to the front comic that will be the most valuable one. So the back one, we do have a trade on the back of it. We've got the Indestructible Hulk, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm actually going to read this one. I'm going to check this one out. Nice. Yeah, these don't really have a whole lot of value a lot of the time, but they can over time gain value, but yeah. So, the Indestructible Hulk. So, bagged and boarded. Hopefully it's awesome. It is. Usagi Yojimbo. They said worth about $20. I actually already have this comic book. I have it autographed by the author. I think from that Spider-Man Booth mystery box. Pretty sure it's where I actually already have this cover and I have it signed. So something like this, I'll end up selling this because I don't need double covers of this comic. Next one in this box. And it is Civil War #3, The Mighty Thor. This cover looks very familiar. It might actually have like a first appearance in or something. Civil War #3, first appearance of Ragnarok, the clone of Thor. So it does have a first appearance in it. So that's awesome. Yeah, this will definitely be going to my collection. Happy with that. Next one. This one's much thicker. We have Wonder Woman #750. So this one is the Torpedo Comics cover exclusive. I know like lots of comic book shops in the country, they will actually pay to have exclusives just for their shop, and this is one of theirs. I think this is actually my 4th copy of this cover. I got 2 from the Vault boxes, and I've gotten 2 so far from the Boom boxes, so I have 4 of this comic of this one cover. So yeah, I don't need all those covers, so yeah, I'll be selling quite a few of those. But here we go. Here's the last one. This one here should be the big hit. Hopefully it's something massive. We'll find out. You ready? What is it? Avengers #144, The Hellcat Cometh. I don't know if this is the first appearance or anything. The number doesn't really jog my memory. It is an older comic. Okay, so this is the first appearance and origin of Hellcat. This says it has a high of $45. Mid-range is worth about $12. So it's worth anywhere from... It does have some spine damage on it. It's probably going to be about... Just look at the cover, not the inside or anything. By the cover, probably like a 5. 4.55, 5.0. There's some spine damage. There's some discoloration, some creases. So, you know, this is probably more the mid-range price, probably like, you know, $12 to $15 comic book. So, value of this one, I mean, it wasn't really huge. That's worth, you know, let's say, you say 15. This, actually, my favorite one is this one right here from that box. And then that. So, yeah, that boom box wasn't the best, but it wasn't that bad. Everything was worth around $50 or more. So I'm happy though, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.